There's no cure for my ailment. I spent all my money on doctors, and they only made it worse. No hope there.
So what do you do with no hope?
I haven't lost all hope. There's no cure by doctors. But there might be something I haven't done yet.
This is the story about the woman with the issue of blood. You may have heard it, you may not have. We're gonna try to shine light on it in a new way if possible, but you take what you want to receive from it. Because of her illness, she was considered unclean in those times. So back in those days, you have to understand that if they would be considered unclean if they even touched her or went near her because she was bleeding, okay? So she was sick, she was broke, and she was an outcast, okay? And this happened for 12 whole years. Like, this is consistently happening for 12 years, the same thing. So doctors, treatments, medications, being unwanted, okay? Just couldn't imagine that. Imagine spending all you have, and instead of getting better, you actually get worse. Think about that. You spend and you spend and you spend and you try this and you try that and you do this and you do this and you just keep getting worse. You just keep getting worse. This is what this woman is going through, okay? 12 years. You may have a situation in your life where things you just feel like it's just going on and going on and cycle and cycle and cycle. Stay with me. When you go through the same thing over and over and over for years with no sign of relief or it ever ending, how can you trust God completely? Tell me that. How can you trust God completely? It'd just be so tough. You can just imagine the frustration, the voices of depression, the voices saying, just give up, just give up, just give up, running through her mind. On top of that, people don't even want to be near you or around you. So in your time of need, in your frustration, you're sick, you're broke, you just need help. No one wants to be around you. That is lonely as heck. And you can't be around people for fear of touching them and making them unclean, according to the Jewish law back then. So not only do people not want to be around you, but now you're fearful to even be around people. So that's like a double-edged sword, just taking you out, just isolating you to a seriously tough place. But none of that stopped her from placing her trust, her complete trust in God. Now, let's get into this real quick. Check this out. Ignoring the fear, ignoring the pain, ignoring the people around her, and the voices in her head, she took the ultimate risk that ended up changing her entire life. She trusted so much in him and his ability to heal her that she said to herself, if I can just touch the hem of his garment, okay? I got a garment. If I could just touch the hem of it, just the tip, just a little piece, that's how much trust she had, okay? Her trust was placed and the reward was priceless. She was healed, okay? That means no more doctors, no more treatments, no more being considered unclean, no more being rejected. Think about it for a second. Think about it. She put her trust in people, AKA doctors and physicians, for 12 years. She put her trust in things, AKA treatments and prescriptions, for 12 years. She put her trust in God for one single moment, her complete trust. All three All three of those took her taking a risk, okay? All of them, no matter where you place your trust, you still have to take the risk of placing it, okay? Yet, the outcomes were completely different. Only one gave her a lasting reward and changed her life forever. Sometimes we feel that our problems keep us from God, but He is always ready to help. No matter how impossible the problem may seem, we should never allow our fear to keep us from approaching Him, okay? Never allow your fear to keep you from approaching Him. It was almost impossible to get close to Jesus, okay? We're still on this woman. At that time, it was nearly impossible to get close to Jesus because He was walking down the street and crowds were all over Him. So, if you can't touch anyone, you can't be around, no one wants to be around you, how do you even get to Jesus in that situation? She fought her way desperately through the crowd in order to touch Him and even just touch His garment, okay? What a difference between the crowds who are curious about God and the few who actually reach out and touch Him. That touch will change your life forever. Don't be afraid. Just believe. The bush or the tree is all up to thee. Don't go around placing your trust carelessly.